afternoon. Today I am going to start from the second unit of the chapter Nazism. Chapter that is your Nazism and the rise of Hitler. Second unit. This crisis in economy, polity and society formed the background of the Hitler's rise to power, born in 1889 in Austria. So here it's given the background of the Hitler. Hitler born in 1889 in Austria. Hitler spent his youth in poverty. He was very poor at those days. When the First World War broke out, he enrolled for the army. He was selected for the army, acted as a messenger to in the front, become a corporal and earned medals for bravery. So in this army he earned the medals also for his bravery. The German defeat horrified him and the Versailles Treaty made him furious. In 1919 he joined a small group called German Workers' Party. In 1990 he joined a small group of party that was the German Workers' Party. He subsequently took over the organization and renamed in the National Socialist German Workers. He had renamed again this party, German Workers' Party, as a National Socialist German Worker, and later on this party was known as a Nazi Party. In 1923, Hitler planned to seize control over Bavaria. He was planning to capture the Bavaria 1923 and march to Berlin and capture the power. He failed was arrested. He couldn't the tried for treason. He was sent to jail and later he was released. The Nazi could not effectively mobilize popular support till the early 1930s. So he was not becoming very popular till the early 1930s. It was during the Great Depression that Nazism became a mass movement. So those days he was becoming popular. As we have seen after 1929, banks collapsed and businesses shut down. Workers lost their jobs and the middle classes were threatened with destitution. In such a situation, Nazi propaganda stirred hopes of a better future. In 1928, the Nazi party got no more vote, 2.6% votes in the Reichstag, that is the parliament, the German parliament. By 1932, it had become the largest party with a 37% vote. So he got more votes in this by 1932, and it became a largest party. Hitler was a powerful speaker. Now, his characters are given here, some features are given about Hitler. Hitler was a powerful speaker. His passion and his words moved people. People were very attracted to his words. He promised to build a nation, strong nation, undo the injustice of Versailles Treaty and restore the dignity of the German people. He promised employment for those looking for the work. He had promised those people who were unemployed and a secure future for the youth. He had supported a lot to the youth people. He promised to weed out all foreign influences and resist all foreign conspiracies against Germany. Hitler devised a new style of politics. Now he started a new style of politics. He understood that the significance of the rituals and spectacle in mass mobilization. He was very believe in rituals and spectacle in mass mobilization. Nazi held massive rallies and public meetings. He used to take meetings, public massive rallies also, to demonstrate the support for Hitler and instill a sense of unity among the people. The red banners. Now those days when he used to give the speeches, the red banners with the swastika is a symbol. The Nazi salute, he used to salute that swastika, and ritualized round of applause. People used to give clap after his speeches, were all part of this spectacle of the power. Nazi propaganda skillfully projected Hitler as a messiah. People used to say Hitler as a messiah, a savior, as someone who had arrived to deliver people from their distress. It is an image that captured the imagination of a people whose sense of dignity and pride had been shattered and who were living in a time of acute economic and political crisis. The destruction of the democracy. On 30th January 1933, President Hindenburg offered the chancellorship, the highest position in the cabinet of ministers, to Hitler. By now, the Nazi had managed to rally the conservatives to their cause. Having acquired power, Hitler set out to dismantle the structures of the democratic rule. A mysterious fire that broke out in the German parliament building in February facilitated his move. The Fire Decree of 28 February 1933 indefinitely suspended civic rights like freedom of speech, press, and assembly that had been guaranteed by the Weimar Constitution. So these things were already granted by the Weimar Constitution. Then he turned on his archenemies, the communists, most of whom were hurriedly packed off to the newly established concentration camps. Here the new words is given: concentration camp, a camp where people were isolated. They were kept separately and detained without due process of law. Typically it was surrounded by electrified barbed wire fences. The repression of the communists was severe. Out of the surviving 6,808 arrest files to Dusseldorf, a small city of half a million population, 1,440 were those of communists alone. They were, however, only one among the 52 types of victims persecuted by the Nazi across the country. On 3rd March 1933, the famous Enabling Act was passed. Underline this sentence: the 3rd March 1933, a new famous Enabling Act was passed. This act established dictatorship in Germany. So that time there was a dictatorship in Germany when the Enabling Act was passed. It gave Hitler all the powers to sideline parliament and rule by decree. All political parties and trade unions were banned except for the Nazi party and its affiliates. So those days all political parties were banned, only the Nazi party was there. The state established complete control over the economy, media, army and judiciary. So it was all controlled by that party. Special surveillance and security forces were created to control and order society in ways that the Nazi wanted. Whatever Nazi he wanted, that time it was followed. Apart from the already existing regular police in green uniform, so police uniform was given here with a green uniform and essay on the stormtroopers. These included a Gestapo, secret state police, the SS, the protection squads, criminal police and security service. So this type of uniform was there and the police commander was there. It was the extra constitutional powers of these newly organized forces that gave the Nazi state its reputation as the most dreaded criminal state. People could not now be detained to Gestapo torture chambers. People were put to the Gestapo torture chambers, rounded up and sent to concentration camps. So the people that time they were sent like this way, deported at will or arrested without any legal procedure. The people, those who were not following this, so they were already put into the chambers. The police forces acquired powers to rule with impunity. Reconstruction. Hitler assigned the responsibility of the economic recovery to the economic Hajmal Sachs, who aimed at full production and full employment through a state-funded work creation program. This project produced the famous German superhighways and the people cars, the Volkswagen. In foreign policy also Hitler acquired a quick success. In the foreign policy he also succeeded, he got a victory. He pulled out the League of Nations in 1933. Underline this sentence. He pulled out the League of Nations in 1933, reoccupied the Rhineland in 1936 and integrated Austria and Germany in 1938 under the slogan that was one people, one empire and one leader. He then went to arrest German-speaking Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia and gobbled up the entire country. So slowly he was capturing all the part of the Europe. In all this, he had to unspoken support of England, which had considered the Versailles verdict too harsh. These quick successes at home and abroad seemed to reverse the destiny of the country. Hitler did not stop here. He was just going on he was trying to capturing the whole part of the Europe. Sachs had advised Hitler against investing hugely enrayment at the state as the state still ran on deficit financing. Cautious people, however, had no place in Nazi Germany. Sachs had to leave. Now, whoever was helping, he had to leave. Hitler chose war now as the way out of the approaching economy crisis. Resources were to be accumulated through expansion of territory. In September 1939, Germany invaded Poland. Now, Germany also captured the Poland. This started a war with the France and England. In September 1940, a tripartite pact was signed. So, after then, one more pact was signed between Germany, Italy, and Japan, strengthening Hitler's claims to international power. Puppet regimes supportive of Nazi Germany was installed in a large part of Europe. By the end of 1940, Hitler was at pinnacle of his power. So by the end of 1940, Hitler reached in its climax. The power was increasing more. Hitler now moved to achieve his long-term aim of conquering Eastern Europe. So like this way, he tried to capture the whole eastern part of the Europe. He wanted to ensure food supplies and living space for Germans. He wanted to give the full help to the Germans. He attacked the Soviet Union in June 1941. In this historic blunder, Hitler exposed the German Western Front to British aerial bombing and the Eastern Front to the powerful Soviet army. The Soviet Red Army inflicted a crushing, humiliating defeat on Germany at Stalingrad. So like this way, the Soviet Red Army also captured the Germany at Stalingrad. After this, the Soviet Red Army hounded out the retreating German soldiers until they reached the heart of Berlin, establishing Soviet hegemony over the entire Eastern Europe for half a century thereafter. Meanwhile, the USA had registered involvement in the war. By that time, the USA also joined the war. It was unwilling to once again face all the economic problems that the First World War had caused. So like this way, all problems were coming out after this First World War. But it could not stay out of the war for long. Japan was expanding its power in the east. Japan was also expanding its power in the east. It had occupied French Indochina and was planning attacks on US naval bases in the Pacific. When Japan extended its support to Hitler and bombed the US base at Pearl Harbor, the US entered the Second World War. So like this way, the US also entered after the First World War, Second World War it entered. The war ended in May 1945. This you have to underline. The war ended in May 1945 with Hitler's defeat. So in this war also Hitler defeated, and the US dropping the bomb at Hiroshima in Japan. So like this way it captured the whole and the Hitler defeated. From this brief account of what happened in Second World War, we now return to Helmholtz and his father's story, a story of Nazi criminality during the war. So like this way, the story you will read after this how Helmholtz's father he returned, and a story Nazi criminality during the war. So how Nazi was becoming so cruel during the war. Now third unit I will start from tomorrow.